the ultimate AMiibo League!
Hello everyone, I'm Bosk.
And I'm Doom.
And we're here, UAL Season 2, the finale, Raven v Bowstoise. Both of these fighters have won a tournament this year. Both of these fighters have gotten 3 stocks this season. These are the best 2 fighters tied in points. Whoever wins this match wins it all. Just like last season, it seems. And so far, it does seem to be in the champ's favor.
Wow. It's almost impossible for the game to not be in Bowstoise's favor.
Bowstoise has been beaten before.
That
and
is
by
correct.
Raven. Raven actually beat him in the last tournament to win his very first tournament.
And as I just said that, we do get damage that is coming up to
This is one of the most even fights as he does a skillful roll to avoid the Bowser booty. Ooh. But not to avoid the spikes on top. He is within easy kill percent. Maybe not for his heavy frame.
Almost got knocked off immediately. But it's...
There it is.
There we go.
17%. Jinx.
It's still close. This is still such an exciting match.
It's so close.
It's absolutely anyone's
As
game.
a commentator, you want these kind of matches. Not all the time, but... I mean, all the time would be great. But in the real world, we can't get this kind of action all the time. The stakes that are riding on this... It reaches another level. We could have our very first 2-time champion, or we could have a rookie come in, dominate, and win this season.
Ooh, as he gets kicked
clobbered
off stage.
Bowstoise is taking the lead. Raven with a sneaky taunt.
Did Raven taunt the last time they met?
Yes, and he won.
Interesting.
Not believe it. You have to commend Bowstoise on that because he knew he wasn't going to get back there. That was almost the equivalent of a Bowser side. And I have to say that besides the first great stock, that was a upset. Even though this was the finale. How are we going to post this as one video? That was so short.
That was extremely short.
We'll come back with you at points, but congratulations to Bowstoise for 2 UAL tournament wins.
This season and 2 season championships as well.
Yeah, bringing his total total tourney wins to 5 and his dominance reigning supreme. Let's get into those points. Hello everyone, it's Bosk here. Muzdu couldn't make it to this part of the video because he's got work and I've got school and part-time work. So the lives of an adult, right? We're going to go through the fighters' final tournament standings and just announce how they did throughout the season. Starting off with Bowstoise. Dominant, as always. 2 tournament wins, 46 points. Came down to the wire between him and another AMiibo, 2 years running like this. And he finished 1st place in the first tournament, 4th place in the second, 2nd in the third, and 1st in the last. So, great finishes from him. He won 77% of his matches. He was in 13 matches this year, had 2 3-stocks and 3 losses, 1 being to Big Boss and 2 being to Raven. He's going to be looked at as the favorite again going into Season 3, but you never know. This next AMiibo might just upset him. Raven. Raven had 45 points. Finished in every tournament 3rd, 1st, and 2nd. That's just amazing to do, especially jumping into the league as a rookie. He fought in 15 matches, which was the most matches out of any AMiibo. 12 wins, 3 losses, 2 to Bowstoise, 1 to Fry, who went on to win that tournament, and he too had 2 3-stocks. He did win Tournament 3, and he had an 80% win rate overall, which is really, really strong, especially from AMiibo his caliber. Jumping down by 10 points, we have Big Boss, who surprised us all, especially from his performance last season. He started off in the first tournament in 5th place, then went up to 2nd, then down to 7th, and then finally 4th. Not awful, but not great. He did add something good to his record where he beat Bowstoise, adding his name to the list of other AMiibos, such as Jin Kazama and Raven, which is always an impressive feat. Big Boss fought in 14 matches and went on a draw of 7-7, but he got 3rd, so his consistency brought him that far up the order. In 4th place, we have another rookie, Fry, who Very first tournament was knocked out of the bracket. 10th place didn't advance, so very few points. In the second tournament, he said, yeah, I'm just going to win this, and he won it, amazingly. And then in the third and fourth tournament, respectively, 6th and 8th. So that second tourney still seems like a good tourney for a rookie to win or anyone to win. Fry went on, fighting in 11 matches, 6 and 5, 55% win rate. Not awful, but there's definitely room for improvement. But he did win a tournament, so adding his name to the likes of Eclipse, Bowstoise, and Raven. Next we have Kraken. Kraken. Barely gets this spot because himself and Blue tied with 26 points, but due to having the higher placement in the tourney 1, he gets the nod. So once again, Blue screwed over by a tiebreaker due to the point system. Kraken got 2nd place in the first tournament, then 5th, then he fell out of the order down to 12th place in the third tournament, and then bounced back to 7th. Not exactly a great season from him from what we saw from the beginning to now, but fought in 10 matches, was 4 and 6. That's gotta be odd. Due to how he placed in the first season, though, he got those extra points, and that very strong 2nd place finish elevated him above the other fighters. Blue, 26 points, tied as for the reasons mentioned beforehand. 8th in the first tournament, 6th in the second, 9th in the third, and then in the fourth tournament, just like last time, he jumps up and goes to 3rd. He has so much potential, but he just doesn't use it all the time. Blue, on the other hand, had to fight 13 matches, went 7 and 6, but due to where he won some of these matches and then lost out in the loser's bracket, he lost out on a ton of points, despite winning more than he lost. Next, we have Boardbork with 24 points in 7th place. He finished 4th place in the first tournament, 7th in the second, 5th in the third, and then 10th in the last tournament, which really brought his record down and not good enough points to beat Blue, who got that high 3rd place. Boardbork, on the other hand, had 12 matches and went 5 and 7. Hey, these first round qualifiers for each of the tourneys really helped out some of these fighters elevate themselves above others. Boromir ended up in 8th place after finishing the first tournament in 9th, the second tournament in 12th. The third tournament out of nowhere comes to 4th, and in the fourth tournament gets 5th. His overall record throughout the season, despite being demolished by Blue every time he faced him, had a record of 9 matches, and he was 4 and 5, which 44%. Getting knocked out of those first rounds really hurt his overall record. But we can see what he can do next year, you know? In 9th place, we have Robert. And Robert, a very interesting Amiibo indeed. First and second tournament, knocked out in 12th and 11th place. And then in the third tournament, he gets 3rd place. And in the fourth tournament, he got 6th. This was enough to elevate him up to 20 points, which is well above the bottom 3. His overall record had 9 matches, 5 and 4. And due to tiebreaker points of how much percentage they did in the qualifier rounds, Boromir beat him despite having a worse record, which is just part of the point system we have in place today. Eclipse got 10th place. Yes, the person who won, the Amiibo who won Tournament 2 last season. 18 points to her name. First tournament gets 6th place, respectable. Second, knocked out, 9th place. Third tournament, 10th, knocked out. And the fourth tournament, she was knocked out yet again in 9th place. She was knocked out of 3 of the 4 tournaments, which really hurt her record overall, which she only had 1 win out of 6 matches. Yes, 5 losses, 1 win. 17% win rate. That's awful. That's just atrocious. It's sad to see, but it happened. In 11th place, we have Jin Kazama with 13 points, which is a tie with our bottom person, which you'll see soon enough. Jin Kazama, yeah, not another great season once again, but Tournament 1 finished 11th. Tournament 2 got 8th place, so good for him. Tournament 3, 8th place again. Consistency there. And Tournament 4, last place, 12th place. His overall record is quite interesting. He fought in 8 matches, and he won 2 of them. And he lost 6. The 2 matches that he won were against Eclipse. So, he was the bane of Bowstoise last season. This season, all about ruining Eclipse's chances. And in last place, a fall from grace, Sir Bubble went from second in points last season, almost clinching the title by beating Bowstoise in the final fight to last place. And this is a crazy last place. He had 13 points, tied him with Jin Kazama. But out of his 5 matches he fought, not once did he win a single match. I know, it's crazy. I went back. I did it multiple times. He never won a single match. He got 7th place in the first tournament due to how the tiebreakers worked and that he got a free bye. Then he got 10th in the second, 11th in the third, and 11th in the fourth as well. It was definitely a fall from grace for him, but I'll let you know that I have some other amiibos ready to take their place, or not take their place, add to the ranks, and y'all will get to name them in an upcoming video. So thanks for watching this. Y'all are all great. Huge shout out to all the people out there who comment, who do anything. If y'all want a big shout out, maybe I can do something like that. Y'all are all great, and from myself, and I guess Muzz do too, I'll throw him in here even though he's not here. Thanks for watching.